Today, we're diving into a breakthrough that makes our current high-speed trains look like they're standing still. We are looking at Mach 1 travel on the ground, and it turns out China is using literal ray gun technology to make it happen. If you've ever wanted to cross a continent in time, in the time it takes to watch a movie, you need to hear this. Maglev technology ditches wheels for powerful magnets, allowing trains to float and eliminate all friction. China has just tested a system that can launch a 1-ton vehicle to 700 kilometers per hour in just 2 seconds. This isn't just a faster train, a fundamental shift in how we move people and cargo across the planet. What do you think about this, John?
I love this. This is cool. So for those of you that don't know, there are already maglev trains out there, mostly in Asia. And for those of you that don't know, it's magnetic levitation. So the train and the tracks don't touch. And the way it works is they use powerful magnetic fields, and it lifts the vehicle above a guideway. And so that's how it eliminates contact with the track. So it removes rolling resistance, and the friction between the wheels and rails are also removed. So it allows much higher speed with increased energy efficiency. So researchers at the National University of Defense Technology, they've demonstrated a superconducting maglev vehicle that accelerated from 0 to 700 kilometers per hour, or for those in the US, 435 miles per hour in only 2 seconds on a short test track. And so on top of that, what we're talking about today is China has this sledge. They call it the electromagnetic sledge system, and it's accelerated heavy objects beyond Mach 1. And Mach 1 is the speed of sound. And so they've done this using purely electromagnetic forces, which is super cool. I think so. I'm on the fence about this. I love this technology. I don't know if there's other technology out there, but this is cool. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, it's a cool idea, and they have them in Japan and China, but why don't they have them in North America? Like, as far as I know, we don't have any high-speed trains in North America.
No maglev trains, no.
And, 500-mile trip like San Francisco to LA or Toronto to Montreal could take under an hour using this. But, I don't think it's unless we build the trains inside, we're not going to be seeing this anytime soon in Canada. But I could see this happening in the warmer states. Our temperature and our snow and our ice stop the trains, have to be heated, they have to be cleared all the time. Can you imagine if it's maglev and they physically weren't coming in contact with the thing? What would happen if the snow piled up? And so they have to figure some stuff out for our Canada temperature. If you look outside, we've got how many feet of snow right now? So there would be no high-speed trains running this week based on that snow pile up here. But there's no reason why other people can't be doing it. And I'm not sure how I feel about 0 to 700 kilometers an hour in 2 seconds, but cargo moving that fast, like this kind of thing can really be a game changer in the industry. And, China's rolled this out across the country so they can move freight, they can move people at incredible speeds that we just can't at this stage. And again, I'm not sure what the cost of that is, like moving at speeds of our train that are 80 or 100 miles an hour or kilometers an hour versus the 500 kilometers an hour from a train cost point of view. But it seems like we should be moving that direction for a higher speed because this technology is really cool. It seems it's cheaper. Since there's nothing touching the track, it's quieter. There's no clack or vibration, so it doesn't have the noise pollution in the communities. So I'd like to see this. The long game is Mach 1, 1,225 kilometers per hour is still in the experimental research phase. They say it's about 10 years away. But right now you can ride the Shanghai maglev and it hits over 431 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. So there is a high-speed rail network that they're proposing in Canada from Toronto to Quebec City by Alto. That'll only reach speeds of 300 kilometers per hour. So this is way less than that. I think so. I can't remember the technology that with the vacuum technology train that Elon Musk liked, but I don't know how this compares to that. I know obviously there's a lot more infrastructure needed for Elon Musk's technology versus Maglev, but again, the magnets to create those electromagnetic fields probably cost a lot. I think it was like $1 million per kilometer. No, something more ridiculous than that. But it'd be nice if they could solve the problem of climate to get it here so that we can have a solution here in Canada for sure. Because we've got long distances to go.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what this proposal is like, but I immediately think if it's Toronto, Quebec City, then there's no way it's going through, because why the heck would we spend billions of dollars between Toronto and Quebec City?
Yeah.
Like, what is that, a major transit route of some sort? Is it, one part of a stop and then it'll be?
Sorry, the two ends are Toronto and Quebec City, but it'll go through Montreal.
There you go. I was going to say, like, there's Quebec City, Montreal is the place to be in Toronto, and the traffic between them makes sense. But if you had another,
apparently the route
makes sense.
Apparently the route is Toronto, Peterborough, Ottawa, Montreal, Trois-Rivières, Laval, and Quebec City.
So while superconducting magnets provide levitation, electromagnetic propulsion moves the vehicle forward. The technology uses linear motors, either linear induction motors or linear synchronous motors, embedded in the track to accelerate the vehicles along the guideway. So linear motors generate strong, rapid magnetic fields that push and pull the vehicle forward without physical contact. So they'd have to all the track, they'd have to climatize it, they'd have to do it. When they say high speed, we'll dig into what that means between Toronto. I don't know if it's maglev or not, but it sounds like in Canada we would need it to be environmentally protected. The tracks could not be exposed to the snow and the ice and the sleet. It would have to be enclosed somehow. I would assume that, because everything else we have so far just doesn't work. And our trains right now are physically connected to can you imagine what that would be like if it wasn't? So we'd have to see what that goes. That's why I say weather is an issue. But military electromagnetic catapults on aircraft carriers, with the rail guns, which I'm not sure have been very successful for the Army, but they're apparently devastating. So the electromagnetic rail launcher systems take electromagnetic propulsion to the extreme levels. The systems use railgun-like electromagnetic setups for very powerful linear motors to achieve rapid acceleration. So it's like your train is on a railgun and it gets shot out.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited. I'd love to see the future of this, because anything that can cut down our travel time, that makes the world smaller, that makes our life better. We have trains going around all the time. If we could quiet it, move the stuff faster, we'd see the trains less, we'd hear them less, we'd be able to move stuff faster and cheaper. So I'm definitely interested. So would you step onto a train that basically is a horizontal rocket, or is 1,000 kilometers per hour a bit too fast for your comfort? Let us know in the comments if you take the maglev or stick to skis or whatever reason now. We'll watch the story as the test tracks get longer and the speeds get higher, and we'll let you know what's going on with the high-speed rail between Montreal, Toronto, and Quebec. What do you got going on, John? This is stuff that's going out in the next week or so?
Yeah, so we've got some events at the Toronto Business Development Center. I'm doing some lunch and learns in person there. It's a great organization, great incubator. And then February, what date is the Startup Drinks, Craig?
I closed that, so I'm not sure. February 19th, I believe.
February 19th, but have a look at startupdrinks.com, startupdrinksto.com for that event and other events. If you need some help with government funding, SHRED, or any other grants, reach out to me on LinkedIn. But if you're interested in AI automation workflows, or you need help with your business, what can they do, Craig?
Well, we've got lots of stuff going on over at flowgrammer.ca, where we help businesses implement AI and business automation so they can scale faster and more reliable, get more leads, grow faster. We also have a growing community over at flowgrammars.ca where we do Flow Grammar Cafe, we do live build events, we do demo events, we get the community together online and in person several times a month to show and demo and support anybody who's trying to do this, learn automation, end-to-end AI agent building. So check all that out. We have a series of events called Flow Grammar Cafe. The next one's February 6th, March 6th, and April 2nd. We do those right now in partnership with Workhouse, and those are full day drop-in headphones, laptop, and work. And we'll have some experts on site that can help you troubleshoot. And we all kind of do a little walkthrough in the afternoon about what you're working on, and show us what you're working on and stuff. And it's really cool. So check all that out over at flowgrammar.ca and flowgrammars.ca. And coming soon, and you can sign up for this now, flowgramming.space. An AI agent and workflow marketplace where people can buy and sell agents or workflows. So if you're building agents and don't know what to do with them, where to sell them, go over there and check that out. Again, flowgramming.space. Or if you're building workflows, or if you want agents or workflows built, you can go over there and buy them. We have some interesting guarantees, and it's coming soon, so you can get your name on the waiting list right now. That's all we got going on, John. For everything else, go to torontostarts.com. I don't even think I mentioned it that whole time. Thanks everyone for watching. All the information about CES, and these interesting things. Any last words, John?
No. Check out our next episode. We're going to be talking about the weird stuff at CES. So,
all right, everyone. Thanks for watching.